Anderson, Minnesota. Here we go. Starting off at the New York Giants. What happens there?
That's a win.
Home for the San Francisco 49ers.
It's going to be a close loss.
Okay. Home for the Houston Texans.
I think that's a win.
At the Green Bay Packers.
That's a loss.
Home for they're in London against the Jets.
Win. We do good in London.
3-2 after a bye versus the Lions at home.
That's going to be a loss.
3-3 at the Rams on a Thursday night.
Win.
4-3 home for the Colts.
Win.
5-3 at the Jaguars.
We're going to lose that one.
5-4 at the Titans.
Win.
6-4 at the Bears.
Win.
7-4 home for the Cardinals.
Win.
8-4 home for Kirk Cousins. Woo.
I think we lose that.
You lose to Kirk Cousins. 8-5 home for the Bears on a Monday night.
I think we lose that.
8-6 at the Seahawks.
Win.
9-6 home for the Packers.
Win.
10-6 at the Lions.
I think we'll lose that one.
10-7. Anders in Minnesota. All right. You proved your point. We'll see if it happens. Thank you for the call. Greatly appreciate it. There you go.
Yeah, Rich. So we had on Monday.
By the way, Sam Darnold against the 49ers for the home opener.
Right. On Monday, Jason in New Mexico did the Vikings. Said 11-6. Predicted JJ McCarthy starts after the bye week. And that Cousins would be benched in the Falcons game.
That is, let's just put it this way. Hold on a second. Because there are so many scenarios coming up. I was even thinking of doing a top 5 list of the wildest scenarios that could happen this year. Okay? And one of them is Russell Wilson takes the Steelers to a Super Bowl. All right?
That would be wild.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
That would be really wild.
Kirk Cousins getting benched is at the top of that list. If you're talking about Kirk Cousins getting benched would have to be particularly brutal.
I mean, how bad would he have to play?
Incredibly bad. Like, beyond bad. Like, couldn't tie his shoes bad.
Yeah. For
him to not play this year at all for the Atlanta Falcons would have to be injury related. Period. End of story.
I think you're right.
It cannot be a benching due to lack of quality play. In year one of a deal that he has to play 2 years on, for them to, in any way, shape, or form, make sure that they aren't held over a complete cap hell barrel, I think. That said, if it is JJ McCarthy versus Michael Penix in a rematch of the national championship game on that day, that would be insane.
That's getting flexed, right?
Not if both teams are hot garbage. It's not getting flexed just because 2 rookies are starting against each other. And don't forget, Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels are the ultimate marquee matchup between rookie quarterbacks, and that'll have happened a month before. So it's not like it'll be such a wild concept or a novel concept
both
here.
Teams in the playoff hunt, it might get flexed.
But just in terms of, again, because this is the conversation for the year here, certainly involving these 2 rookie quarterbacks being the ones who aren't going to start right away, but have the best chance to eventually start. There's Bo Nix there in Denver as well. But
it's like he's going to start, right?
Our friend in Minnesota who did this win-loss game last week, what does he have the Vikings doing in the first 5 games where a post-bye week benching of Sam Darnold is considered necessary?
This was Jason. He was actually in New Mexico.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, he had them starting 1-3, and then McCarthy starts week 5.
In London? That's crazy.
Yeah,
I don't think that'll happen.
And then they
at
go
all.
on a massive run, actually. He has them winning like 9 out of 10.
And again, everybody that I've spoken to or has been talking about the situation all say, whereas the Falcons told Kirk Cousins while they were on the clock, hey, we're taking a rookie now, 8th overall. How you doing? Everything else is okay over there?
No, you.
How's the missus? All good? Like that conversation happened in Atlanta. I was told that the Vikings told Sam Darnold straight up that if one of these guys can be gotten in the draft, we're going to get him. They may not have named them, but they're like, we've identified a couple of quarterbacks, and one of them clearly was Drake May. I mean, and one of the things I want to see in the Giants' offseason hard knocks is there a phone call from Minnesota that we'll hear? Joe Shane took, the general manager of the Giants. I mean, how close were they to trading, with the Patriots as well? Is there be a conversation at all that Joe Shane had with New England? Because the Vikings did. That's what I'm looking forward to hearing. But that said, I heard they told Sam Darnold, you're the guy this year. Like, we'd like you to have a Baker Mayfield type year for us. And they truly want the JJ McCarthy, Sam Darnold relationship to be similar to Mahomes and Alex Smith, where they can legitimately go through the entire season with the veterans starting, fully knowledgeable that the rookies getting the start next year. That's it.
That's what I want in New England.
And that they're ready to roll. But the Vikings do have just to bring this all full circle, Vikings do have an absolute shot at winning their division and making the playoffs.
Hardest division in football.
It is that. Right? And I know that they're considered maybe the third, if not fourth best in their division, but they still have pieces remaining, despite the fact that Kirk goes to Atlanta and Danielle Hunter goes to Houston. I mean, they can win games.
2 years ago, they won 13 games.
I'm just saying. Yeah. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.